So hey y'all, I thought I would show you me planting with Laddie. Yeah. Ran into a gnat ball. So, it's fixing to rain. How you doing? Oops. I'll just see down my shirt because Mama never wears bras, but Laddie is very I just squished the worm that you didn't eat. Eat the worm. Fine. I'll put it back in there. So, he's very keen to be learning to garden. If I could teach him only that gardening is more than just digging it up and eating it. That's what a lot of people think gardening is. Put some seeds in the ground and then they grow and you just dig them up and eat them. Well, some things work that easy. Decent gardens don't. And I will be the first to admit that last couple summers I've been lazy. This is a sweet success cucumber. So, are you helping? You could be starting a hole for me. I mean, you guys have no problem digging holes normally. On to the next one. Oh, you're behind me. Okay. So these are holes I picked because they had already existed for some reason or the other. It's much easier to just. It's easier to pull the weeds out of them, but it's easier to just start with a hole that's already there. I didn't bring my knife or my scissors. It's just getting darker sooner than it was supposed to. So I think this rainstorm might be gonna head in a little bit earlier than we're forecasting. So where do I have a good hole here? Don't want them too close together. So I have a feeling here, where I'm at sort of off camera, right here. Come on, you can help. He's been sticking by my side the whole time. He's like, Mom, your hands are dirty. It's like, gross. Don't touch me with your dirty hands, Mom. You'll have to go take a dust bath if I did, huh? Yeah, I know. I should get the fishery tool for that. Maybe I just won't use that hole right now. I'll use a different one. Actually, I can go ahead and use the one beside it and then go get the fishery tool for this. Oh, gosh, Cosmo. Fine, I'll go get the fishery tool now. You entertain people. On my onions. I'm going to have to put a cage there just to keep you out of it. Onions certainly need cages. So I guess I'll use one of these crappy old ones to temporarily protect the onion from kitten pee-pee. I'm so disappointed in you guys. So sorry Laddie left the camera. I had to go get the Fisker tool. He in chaos seemed to feel that I needed help finding a tool. I was about halfway back by the time we got halfway there. Alright, I wasn't right on the center of it, so put it over the center of your dandelion, and you step on the end, and you pop it up. That pulls it out by the roots. So I've got two, and there's one more here. That's a little clump, a little triangle of weed. So the dandelions had already bloomed and blown away and all that good stuff. So sometimes this does help with certain other things. I don't see any other dandelions there, so that's what we're doing. I know it's probably boring. I don't know if I'll show you all this. What you doing, Laddie? What you doing? Once I start digging again, he'll come over. I was mainly just filming because Laddie was over here just right in my face, and wherever I dig, he would come peck and scratch at. I guess he's like, you're not a very good gatherer, lady, because that hole you just dug, there's nothing yummy in there. What's wrong? I didn't dig up nothing yummy, so you're abandoning me in my gardening endeavors? He's like, Mom, you know what you're doing. I've been gardening, well, probably 40 years. Yeah, my mother and my grandmother's always had gardens. As kids, we had to help in the garden. And we loved to go dig, any reason to dig in the dirt and plant stuff and pick stuff. But actually having a really love for it, and I didn't start till I was about 15. So about 40 years ago, because I'm fixing to turn 55 on the 28th. And 50 was easy, but something about 55, I don't know, maybe because it's just 5 away from... Where's your girl? She was still on that nest, huh? Ooh. Thunder. Mom got good timing. Oh my God, that's the longest lasting thunder I've heard in... Oh my God. Still going. What is this, 30-second thunder roll? Rumble, at least 20? Yeah? So I'm digging out some of the mixed dirt and clay that filled the hole. I'm going to leave it out. And I'm putting some of my organic bedding soil down in there. And I scratch it together. It helps break up some of that clay. Clay's not too bad here. So any worms I find, I leave down in there because they do help aerate your soil. They do help keep things moving. So this is a burpless. I don't know what you can see. I'll wait until after it is over. I've been doing wee little bits of editing. Oh, there's 2 in here. See, a lot of times I would just plant them together, and then whichever came out the strongest or was doing the best, I would, put a little more of this clay, just a little bit of the clay mix down around here to help kind of hold it up, because that's one good thing, that having a little bit of clay, I find, not a lot, not enough to impede your plants, but a little bit mixed in, especially when you're putting little bitty things like this outside. And right now, like you hear thunder, and it's going to rain. That, like I did, I put a little bit more of that clay down there, and because of its density and weight, it helped hold that up, and it will help stabilize it. But beneath its little roots in there is all Just yummy organic. But there we go. We'll see how that one does. And so I guess it means I'm digging a new hole. What I was saying and squirreled away from, I guess, was a lot of times I would just leave, if there are two growing in one little pot, I would just plant them together. Because a lot of times the roots are still intertwined, or just, and let the strongest survive. Or if it gets two, they both are doing really great, then I'll pull one out. But typically when they're young like that, one will dominate the other. So. And I didn't want a ton of cucumbers because every year, past few years, I had all those Armenian cucumbers summer before last. I don't know if I had some last year. It runs together. But, ooh, sprinkles are hitting me on the head. I'm pretty sure it's not bird poop. Ooh. So, yeah. Tools are good, but sometimes just good old hands. There's a reason. We were hunters to gatherers before we used to dig up, our ancestors were good at digging up grubs and roots. Alright. So this half of it was the stronger, a little bit strong. Well, they look about the same strength and weight, but it did seem to, taller, but they have about the same amount of leaves. So anyway, it's got more of what was in the pot, because as I loosened them, the one who wanted to come out easiest with his root ball was that first one. Ooh. Mama getting rained on. Everyone's abandoned me. A couple feral cats over there. I put that screen in there to keep you from climbing in there and peeing, and now you're just sitting there like it's your hangout. All right. You know we're getting rain. Weather's wishy-washy how much. So I should probably do a bit of a mound. Mound him up a bit. Okay, so this is the birdless. So we'll see if they both survive, hopefully. And maybe tomorrow after the rain, or get a break in the rain, I'll come do some weeding. So I always find that weeding goes really well right after it rains. Stuff comes out so easy. Maybe it wasn't just the chicken who killed those onions, huh? Alrighty. Y'all have a great afternoon. Now how do I turn this off without touching it with my dirty hand? Elbow action didn't work.